Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about an incredible African-American leader named Malcolm X. His full name later in life became El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz. He was one of the most powerful voices for human rights and fairness for African-American people in America and around the world. Malcolm X was born on May 19, 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska. His birth name was Malcolm Little. He was born during a time when African-American people faced unfair rules called segregation. Segregation meant that black people were not allowed to go to the same schools or restaurants as white people. Malcolm's parents were strong and brave. His father, Earl Little, was a preacher who believed in freedom and fairness. His mother, Louise, was smart and taught Malcolm to be proud of who he was. But life was not easy. Because Earl spoke out for black rights, dangerous hate groups targeted their family. One night their house was even burned down. When Malcolm was just 6 years old, his father died in a mysterious accident many believe was caused by people who hated what his father stood for. After that, Malcolm's mother struggled to take care of the family. She was eventually taken away to a mental hospital and Malcolm was placed in foster homes. Even with all these hardships, Malcolm was smart. He loved reading and learning. In middle school, he was one of the top students in his class. But one day when he told his teacher that he wanted to be a lawyer, his teacher told him, "That is not a job for a Negro." That moment broke Malcolm's heart and changed how he saw the world. He realized that no matter how hard he worked, society would not treat him fairly because he was an African American. Feeling lost and angry, Malcolm dropped out of school. He moved to big cities like Boston and Harlem, where he got caught up in street life. He became involved in gambling and stealing to survive. Eventually, Malcolm was arrested and sent to prison in 1946. Even though prison was a dark time, it became the place where Malcolm's true transformation began. While in prison, Malcolm discovered the power of reading. He read hundreds of books about history, philosophy, and religion. Most importantly, he learned about a religious group called the Nation of Islam, which taught that African American people should be proud of their heritage and should work together for freedom and equality. Malcolm decided to change his name from Malcolm Little to Malcolm X. The X represented the unknown name of his ancestors who were taken from Africa through slavery. After leaving prison in 1952, Malcolm became a minister for the Nation of Islam. He was an amazing speaker. His words were strong, passionate, and full of truth. He traveled across the country teaching African American people to believe in themselves and to stand against racism. Malcolm X did not believe in being quiet or waiting for change. He believed in self-defense. He taught that if someone tried to hurt you, you had the right to protect yourself. This made him different from other civil rights leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who believed in nonviolence. Malcolm X spoke out against unfair treatment in schools, jobs, housing, and voting. He wanted African American people to build their own businesses, their own schools, and their own communities. He taught the message of black pride, self-respect, and dignity. He reminded African American people that they were not less than anyone else and that they came from kings, queens, inventors, and great civilizations in Africa. In 1964, Malcolm made a life-changing trip to Mecca in Saudi Arabia. This is where Muslims from all over the world gather for a special pilgrimage. While there, Malcolm saw something he had never seen before: people of all races, black, white, brown, and Asian, treating each other like brothers. This experience opened Malcolm's heart. He realized that not all white people were hateful. He began to believe that racism was not just a black and white problem, but a problem of the heart and mind. After this trip, he changed his name to El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz and started working not just for African American rights, but for human rights for all people around the world. When Malcolm returned to America, he created new organizations like the Organization of Afro-American Unity. His message became one of unity, justice, and equality for all oppressed people. He began speaking to leaders around the world, asking them to help African American people gain freedom and equal rights. Malcolm started teaching that the fight was not just for African American people, but for anyone suffering from unfair treatment anywhere in the world. On February 21, 1965, while giving a speech in New York City, Malcolm X was shot and killed. He was only 39 years old. Even though his life was short, his impact was huge. Today, African American Malcolm X is remembered as one of the most powerful voices for justice, truth, and dignity. His words still inspire millions of people to believe in themselves, to fight for fairness, and to never let anyone make them feel